What's up, everybody? This is Nick, and today I thought I'd do something fun and play this online game that's really cool at building financial literacy. It's called Cash Flow, and it's an educational game originally created as a board game back in 1996 by Robert Kiyosaki. For those of you who may not know. And so, yeah, the success and feedback from this game inspired him to write Rich Dad Poor Dad in 1997, where he expanded on these concepts in a more accessible and detailed format for a broader audience. And the online game came out in the early 2000s, and it's really designed to teach players about personal finance, investing, and financial literacy in an interactive and engaging way. So, I'm going to go ahead and play it, but some of the key features of this game include financial education. So, it's designed to simulate real life financial decisions, helping players learn how to manage money, invest in assets, and create passive income streams. And it covers concepts such as income, expenses, liabilities, and assets, all of which we can go over in the game. And it's a two-game phase. So there's the first phase, which is the rat race. And this is where players start off with a regular job and must manage their income and expenses while trying to acquire assets and reduce the liabilities. So that's the first part. And there's a second part, which is the fast track. So once players achieve a certain level of financial freedom by replacing their expenses with passive income, they move on to the fast track phase where you can make bigger investments and take on more significant financial opportunities. So I'm going to play the online game. You can play it on any web browser or through an app. It's at richdad.com. This game really emphasizes experiential learning. And it's, accessible to play for free online. So, just to kind of reiterate the purpose of the goal, and the goal of this game is just to help players understand how they move from the rat race, which is relying solely on earned income, to financial independence by building passive income streams through investment and smart financial management. So, see, I have you can play with multiple players as well. I'm going to play by myself just so I can go over how to play the game, take my time through it. I usually play this game with my siblings, and I might do a stream where three or four of us may hop on. I have quite a few siblings, so a few of us might hop on and play this game together. Or you can play online with others, so you can join online games up to 6 players and play online with other folks who are also interested in the game as well. But if you can see, so when you first start off, create your nickname. Mine is Wealth because we're wealthy in here. And then you start off by choosing your dream. And there's a number of different types of dreams that you can choose from to really kind of build out that long term goal. What is your goal? So, some of the dreams you can choose from right here is stock market for kids. So, a fund and business investment, fund a business and investment school for young capitalists. You can also do a yacht racing dream. Um, there's a ton of different ones. There's a film festival, private fishing, ton of different ones. You can run for mayor. So these are ultimately just like in general in life, what are your dreams, right? And using that as that North Star to really understand what you're building towards in the long term, right? And for most people, money is not a dream or an end goal. Money is a tool to reach those dreams, to live your richest life. So I'm going to go ahead. There's some on faith. There's some on Swiss Alps. There's a lot of different cool ones. I'm going to go ahead and have 7 wonders of the world. So go by plane, boat, bicycle, camel, canoe, and limo to the 7 wonders of the world. First class luxury all the way. That's something I love to travel, and being able to fund that as a dream in my real life is something that's like a real passion of mine. So we're going to go ahead and choose that as our dream. And then you can kind of see right here, everyone starts off as in a different career field. So I happen to get a really good one this time. You kind of get randomly assigned a career. Sometimes you can be a janitor, you can be a teacher. And so engineer is also one of them. So I have my starting salary at $4,900. I have $400 in savings, which means my starting cash is $400. So I'm going to choose this one, right? And then you can see it brings up my turn right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of navigate us to the left side right here, financial statement. This is a very important part of the game and understanding my position in the game and where I am in the rat race and getting out of the rat race, right? So as I talked about, just thinking about wealth in general, there are four main categories to really understand. And so they're kind of highlighted in this purple color. That's your income, which is how much money you're bringing in, right? And that includes your cash flow. So we know income can be your career and your salary, but it can also be, your interest or dividends, and it can be also real estate or business. So the only income I have currently is my salary. And then there's expenses, right? These are constant, types of payments and, things that are at your expense that you have to pay out on a monthly or annual basis. This is monthly. So I have my taxes, right? I have home mortgage payment every month is 700. I have a car loan payment, credit card, retail, and just other miscellaneous expenses as well. So, one of the things that, in order to understand my payday, is I take my income, my total income, which is $4,900, and I subtract my total expenses. And so all of these total expenses equals up to about $3,150. Then I can understand what my payday is. So take home after my expenses is $1,750, right? And I just happen to have $400 cash on me. Paydays every 2 weeks. So on the board, you'll see where I get paid. Once it passes the payday color, payday board mark. There's also assets. These are different types of other wealth building tools. There's stocks. There's CDs, which are certificate of deposits, and then of course real estate is a big asset as well. Now, mind you, this game was created in the 1990s, so a lot of the way that they calculate some of the finances around stocks and real estate is based on what the market value of those things were at that time. So it's about, a little 30 or so years outdated, but it's still a good tool to understand and build out that practice. And then there's liabilities, right? And some of my liabilities are things that, like my mortgage, right? Have a $75,000 mortgage. I have a car loan, I have credit cards, retail debt, and real estate. And, I could also have some real estate and business liabilities as well. And these are things that are not really building me money, but I do have to pay off, right? They're depreciating. They can depreciate in value. So this is just a little bit right here about the financial statement. And we'll go over this a little bit more as I play along. But for your turn, you can either repay. So I can either repay some of these liabilities to bring down my expenses, or I could borrow money if there's a good investment opportunity, which will incur a bit of a liability, but it can also incur some more income as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll, start us off. So you see, I got rumor of layoff. I got to go back to school for added skills. So I got to pay $220. So they deducted that from my, once I paid that, you can see that it deducted $220 from my cash. So now I'm at $180 cash. And I'm just going to finish my turn right here. And because it's just me playing, I get to roll again. I'm going to mute this just in case it's messing with the audio. But I have a deal opportunity. So this is a cool part of the game is I can take a small deal or a big deal for certain turns, right? So I'm going to go ahead because I only have, and I just got paid, as you can see, I had $180. Then I passed a payday, right? So these yellow ones right here are payday. I passed that on my turn. You can take a small deal or a big deal. And see, small deals cost $5,000 or less. Because I have just over 1,900 in cash on me, I'm going to go ahead and take a small deal. right? And so it's a stock deal. There's a stock called OK4U Drug Co., longtime maker of medicines, especially drugs for people over 70. So I'm going to read some of the metrics of the stock and decide if it's worth a buy or if it's a pass. So the cost per stock is $30, and the cash flow that I would receive is $0 in cash flow. The trading range for this stock is between $5 and $40, and I currently earn 0 shares. So cash flow for this is zero, means it's not a dividend paying stock. And the trading range, because it trades as low as $5 to as high as $40, if I buy in at $30, there's only a $10 spread for me to actually make money off of this stock, which, in my opinion, is not the best deal to take. I ideally want to take a stock trading at the range closer to the $5 range, because there's more spread for me to make money when the stock increases, or as the stock increases. So I'm going to pass on this one just because it's not a good deal for me, and I'm going to end my turn. Going to roll again. So now I have another opportunity at 1900. I'm going to take a small deal. And right here we see there's a condo for sale. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath condo in a desirable neighborhood close to jobs and stores. So the cost, right, the total cost for this, or the total liability, essentially would be $40,000. There's a cash flow of $220. So I'd make about $220 a month off of this condo, right? That would be included in the real estate business section of my income, or excuse me, on the asset. The 220 would be part of my income, and then the assets would become part of the cost, would become part of my assets. So it would take a down payment of $5,000, and currently I have $1,930. So I don't have enough to pay for it outright, but if I wanted to, I could buy it by taking out a loan. Now, for this type of deal, if I were to buy, and I think I might just buy just to show you all kind of how that part works. So if I click buy, you can see I don't have enough funds. So I'd have to take out a loan of $400 with the monthly payment of $400. Now so now that we've read this, if this is going to make me $220 a month in cash flow, but then I'm paying $400 a month in loans, is that really a good deal? Or am I paying, to me, I'd be paying out an extra $180 a month for this property. So at this time, just because I'd be in a negative cash flow with this, I'm going to say no, but there is a bit of a hack in the game that I'll show maybe at a later time. So I'm going to go ahead and click no for this, and I'm going to pass on this opportunity. Can roll again. I'm at 3680, so I passed payday again. I got paid another 1750. I'm still under the 5,000, so I'm going to take another small deal. And we have another stock that they've offered us. So there's a booming market. Share price is up for this OK4U Drug Company. The cost is $50, and the trading range is from $5 to $40. So this is a perfect example of a stock that's doing really well, and it's trading above its estimated range, or estimated value. And if you do a lot of trade, like if you're really into stocks, and like, for example, some of the really high stocks, Nvidia, Apple and things like that, sometimes they can get really high in price. And if you're a FOMO trader, where you want to FOMO into a stock because it's doing so well, you're buying at the highest price, that price could go down, and you actually end up losing money on it. So again, this is $10 out of what the trading range or value is for this stock. So I'm going to pass on this one. And that one, going to roll again. So one of the not so fun features is when you get downsized. So I got to pay a full set of my expenses and lose 2 turns for this part. So I have to pay $31.50. I have to pay that. And I'm going to lose 2 turns for that one. So not a fun one, but sometimes that happens. So it's a good simulation. Just got paid. Gonna roll again. And I'm at $2,280. I'm gonna take a small deal because again it's under 5,000. Now this one's interesting. This one's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's a low down payment to pick up this house. The owner or seller is unexpectedly moving out of town. So the down payment would be about $3,000 for this. Now I'm currently at $2,280, which means I am just shy of $720 to purchase this outright, which means I would have to take out a loan if I were to get this, right? And so if I were to take out a loan for $1,000, that's because they do increments of 1,000. I'd end up having to pay $100 a month on that loan, right? So the cash flow is $100. The loan would be $100. So I break even essentially when it comes to the cash flow. And I think for this purpose, I'm going to buy this because there are some, again, because I played this game, I know there are some other like hacks in the game. I'm going to buy this just because I'll break even and show you all if this card does come up, what could happen. So I'm going to go ahead and buy. Take out a loan with a monthly payment, $1,000 loan with a monthly payment of $100. Yes. Now you see I got the $1,000 and my loan, this is a new liability that came up, is at $1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And you see now look at this right here. I have my 3-bed, 2-bath coming in as some cash flow. So now my total income is $5,000, $4,900 plus $100, and you can see my passive income is at $100, right? So again, the first part is the rat race. In order for me to get out the rat race, I have to fill this bar up with purple, and then I'll move on to phase 2 of the game, right? You see my assets. I have $50,000 in assets right now, and my payday again because I broke even. Payday still at $1,750, so I'm feeling okay with that. Gonna roll again, take a small deal. So this is just kind of a card. If I were to have Mighty for You, then I would have had I would have lost 1 to 2 of my ownership rights. So it doesn't affect me because I don't have any stock in that. Roll again, got paid, take a small deal. Now look at this one right here. On to You Entertainment. There's a newest theme park loses record amount, so share price hits all-time low. So we see the cost is $10 and the trading range is from $10 to $30. So this one would be a good one to take because I could potentially 2 or 3x my investment, my original investment. So I'm going to buy a few just to I'm going to buy 5 of these, right? Excuse me. I'm going to buy 5 of these, $50. And if it 2x's, I can make $100 off of it. If it 3x, I can make, $150. So I'm just going to buy a few. And if a card ever comes back with Onto You at a higher price, I'm going to sell it and make a profit. So roll, get a small opportunity. So again, you see the cost is 40. The trading range is 5 to 30. I'm going to pass on this one. Just got payday. And I'm going to take another small deal. So here's an opportunity to start a company part-time. Develop interesting idea for a software program. So you start a company to produce and sell it. No profits during startup, long hours, and no extra pay. So pretty much you're starting up a new company. And as someone who's started up a new company before, I totally understand it's a lot of costs that come that I've incurred and that you can incur. Oftentimes right in the beginning, there's really no cash flow and you just got to put that money out in there if it's a good idea. Just because I don't have quite enough cash on me now, and because I have another strategy in mind, which usually for me it's like going the real estate route. I'm going to pass on this now, but this is a good one to consider because there may be an opportunity to sell this company in the future for a higher price. So I'm going to go ahead and pass for now, but definitely something to consider. Starting your own company is never, not all is a good idea, depending on the type it is. So did payday, gonna roll again, and I have $5,480. So small deals cost 5,000 or less, big deals cost 6,000 or more. I think I'm gonna wait till I get a little over 6,000 before I go into the big deal. I'm gonna take another small deal for now. And if we see right here, stock Mighty for You Electronics, um, the cost is $5 and the trading range is 5 to 30. To me, this is a great deal to jump into right here and really capitalize on the cost of this stock right now. I can potentially 6x my original investment. So, if I'm buying at 5 and then eventually this comes back ready to sell at 30, I could get 6 times however much I originally paid for it. So I'm going to buy it, and I'm probably going to buy for $500. I'm going to probably get, if I get 100 shares for $500, if I want to put in I want to put in 3 grand. I might do 600 shares. So let me go ahead and do 600 for 3 grand. And if I 6x this, right? If this potentially gets to 30, then my original 3 grand could potentially make up to $18,000 for me. So I'm going to buy this at that price. So you can see right here, I have 2 different types of stocks and under my stocks, funds, and CDs. So we're going to see, right? It really just depends on if that stock comes back. But, that's kind of how it is. You buy stocks and you hope they appreciate in value, really, strategically, right? Do your research. I'm going to do another small deal. Boom. Okay, so on to you, entertainment. Box office hit by children's division causes record share price. So now the value of this stock is $40. I own 5 of these, right? You can see the on to you. I paid initially $10 for it. Now it's at 40. So I've essentially made 4 times my original investment back if I were to sell this. And I'm definitely going to sell this because it's selling at a higher amount than its range and value. So if I sell all my shares, right, I'll make $200. Remember, I spent 50 and I'm making 200. So that's $150 profit right there. I'll take that all day, every day. In my turn, I'm going to roll. Take another small investment. So rare gold coin. You spot an unusual 1500s Royal Spanish New World, Havana Mint only, gold coin in good condition at a swap meet. One only, seller asks 500. Again, gold is a great asset. It's a great commodity that, you know, can really be valuable. And especially like back in when this game was created, there was a lot of people investing in gold at the time. So for the purposes of this, I'm going to pass on this one, but you never know. It could be an opportunity where someone's wanting to buy this at a higher price in the future. So I'm just going to pass for now, but you can always buy or pass for that. Roll this. Got payday. Let's see where I'm at with my amount right now. 6,180. Bought a new wristwatch. Couldn't help but to flex on some people. I just paid $150 for a watch. Okay, that's fine. Just got payday again. Gonna roll again. Okay, here we go. So big deals cost 6,000 or more. I'm at 7,780. So I am within that threshold to look into some big deals. Let's see what a big deal looks like. Woo-wee! Okay. Apartment house for sale. So there's a 24-unit older building near a community college available from retiring owner. Fully rented, nice cash flow. So wow. Down payment is $50,000, right? With a $2,800 cash flow and $550,000 asset right there. So that's really nice. just realistically, it's around $43,000 outside of my current cash. And even with a loan, that's going to really put me into a negative cash flow. So I'm just not ready for a big investment of this type yet. I'm going to pass on that. But once I get my bread up, for sure, going to go for something like that. So bought a latte and a cappuccino for me and a friend. That's fine. I'll pay the $10 for that. Investing in relationships are always important. Let's do another big deal just to see. Some of these big deals are really big. Depending on what this one looks like, let's see what we get. Okay, here we go. So a duplex for sale. There's a well-maintained duplex in a desirable area available due to transfer of owner. So it's an excellent investment opportunity for the right buyer. $60,000 in assets. The cash flow is 300 bucks. That's pretty nice. And the down payment is well within my cash, so I wouldn't have to take out a loan. This to me is looking like a pretty good buy for me. That $300 in cash flow is going to go towards my total income. I'm not incurring any liabilities, any major liabilities as far as the game is concerned. I'm going to buy this. I can't pass that up. So that's a really good card right there. So this give to charity, donate 10% of your total income to roll a 1 or 2 die over your next 3 turns. So donate $530. For me, I personally believe in charitable giving. I think that's a very important part of the journey. So I'm going to donate personally just because I believe in giving and really putting out that abundance that, I want to receive. So I'm going to donate. You don't have to, but just from a moral perspective, that's important to me. So now, because I've donated, I have the option to roll 1 dice or 2 dice. So before you start your term review financial statement, I might also be able to pay any liabilities. I don't think I have enough to pay off any major liabilities. I could pay off this loan right now. Let me just see. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and roll 2 dice just to see what happens there. So what type of deal? So you see I got payday. Do the small deal right here. Okay, so Mighty for You Electronics, fast growing seller. The cost now, or the value of the stock is now at 20 bucks. Remember, I bought this for $5 a share. It's at 4 times the amount, $20 per share. So I put in, I think, 3,000. I think I should get 12,000 back from this. So I'm definitely selling all these. Yep, 12,000. Boom, look at that. My cash is at 15K now. I'm looking pretty good right now. So I'm going to end my turn right here. And I'm going to do 2 die again. Just got payday. I'm going to do my last 2 dice right here. I just repainted my house. Hey, got to keep it looking nice on the outside, keep the property value up. Now I'm going to roll, and I have $16,740 in cash. I'm looking at a big opportunity. Okay. Ooh, okay. House for sale, 3-bed, 2-bath. Divorce leads to a sale of this 3-bed, 2-bathroom house in an area full of owner-occupied homes. It's been on the market for 5 months. That's quite a bit of time to be on the market. $70,000 in cash value, $500 in cash flow, and a down payment of $20,000. Now, if I'm looking over here, I can't remember if it was a 4-plex or 8-plex. I bought some sort of like multi-family property right here for $60,000 and a $6,000 down payment. So to me, paying almost 3.5 times the amount of a down payment for only about $200 more, less units. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 2-bath house, so it's single family. To me, is not. There's better deals out there, and I can really use this cash for other better opportunities. So for me, I'm going to pass on this one. It's just a little too much of a down payment for this property right now. I'm going to roll, do another big opportunity. Okay. Split level 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. on the out of the way golf course is offered by the heirs of the owner. Golf membership included. Okay, so buy a house and get the golf membership. $115,000 for the cost, right? That's the assets. Negative $100 cash flow and a down payment of $10,000. Now, negative cash flow to me is just not really the move right now for this, especially with such a high down payment. Perhaps that's part of the golf membership. I'm an investor right now, and I have my own home. Right, I have my $75,000 home. So I'm going to pass on this personally. Go ahead and roll. Got payday. Roll. Okay, now we're at 20,800 for you. I had a couple paydays in there, so let's go for another big opportunity. Okay, so businessman liquidating this 3-bed, 2-bathroom house needs cash to save his business. Currently occupied by a happy tenant. $7,000 down payment, $150 in cash flow, and the cost is $65,000. Just because I have the cash flow right now, or excuse me, just because I have the cash on hand, and I do usually like 3-bedroom, 2 baths, I do feel like this one is a bit high on the down payment. But I'm going to go ahead and purchase this one just because I do feel like I have the cash on hand. It's pretty steady cash flow. So I'm going to buy this one. Okay. And there might be better deals out there, but I'm just going to buy it. Right. So I'm going to take another big opportunity. Now look at this one right here. Ooh, fourplex for sale. Nice, well-maintained fourplex in a good neighborhood, stable tenants, positive cash flow, few problems. Oh, this looks really good. $15,000 down payment. I'd have to take out a loan for about $2,000. So that would be deducted from the cash flow. So that'd be a $400 cash flow for this. But $125,000 in value. That's pretty good. I'm going to have to take out a loan and buy this one, guys. Okay. So let me just take a quick look at what my financial statement is. I've been kind of doing some pretty major purposes. I currently own 2 3-bed, 2-bath houses, and I own 2 multifamily properties. As you can see, my passive income right now is $1,150, and that's coming from my 4 properties, in addition to my salary, because I'm still an engineer, working full-time as an engineer. That's crazy. So my total income is around 6,000, just over 6,000, and then my total expenses is 3,450. Right? Got taxes. I still got some of these loan payments that I'm paying. So I've increased my payday since I started the game. I believe my payday was at 1,750 at the beginning of the game, and now I'm at 2,600. So it's a good $850 boost, $850 boost, I believe. I'm not doing too bad, right? Just got some more cash on me. Do a small deal right here, and the cost is 20. The trading range is 10 to 30. I think there are better deals out there. I'm going to pass on this one. Okay, I bought some new music CDs, right? When CDs are popping back in the 90s. It's cool. It's fine. I got to live a little. Rolling, I'm going to do a small deal. Again, $20 for me personally. I think more than $10 on any of these stocks is just a little bit out of my price range to really make a profit that's meaningful. So I'm going to pass on this one. Another small deal. $30 for a stock. Again, like I said, I'm going to pass. Anything more than 10, I'm just personally passing on. I am going to do one more small deal. Okay, friend needs quick cash. A friend has urgent needs for money. We'll sell you 10 1-ounce gold Krugerrands, well below going rate for $300 each. So $3,000, $0 in cash flow for. Personally, I'm just not interested in any gold right now. I definitely would love to help my friend out. Perhaps there's other ways I can. I'm going to pass on this way, but definitely there's other ways to help my friend out. I'm looking into it. Okay. Okay, so look at this condo buyer, 2 bed, 1 bath. I'm offered $55,000 for a 2 bed, 1 bath rental condo. If I sell, pay off the related mortgage, and give up the cash flow I currently receive. So I don't have any assets that match this market card, but you see these cards do come up. And I have a couple properties right here, 3 bed, 2 bath, and of some multifamilies. So if I get any of those that are anyone's offering any for those, I'm definitely gonna make a move on those. So we'll see if any comes up. Okay, new baby, congratulations. I have a child now, and they add them. I think they add them to the. Do they add them to the expenses explicitly? Perhaps not, but either way, child expenses will increase by 250 a month. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Child expenses. So I got a child 250 a month. You know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm a parent now. Um, let's take a big deal. Ooh, pizza franchise for sale. Healthy pizza company franchise. Trend in nutritious fast food booming next to college. I just don't have anywhere near the amount needed for a down payment. And taking out a $90,000 loan, paying $9,000 a month in expenses, that's just gonna like bankrupt me. So I'm gonna pass on that. But once I get that money, trust. Okay, buyer for 20 acres. Builder wants a 20-acre parcel of land. He will rezone it from residential to commercial. If you sell, give up the cash flow. So, hey, if you see any cards that have 20 acres and you might want to take a risk on it, there might be a buyer out there who may want to, you can sell it to at a later date. Okay, I'm taking a big deal right here. Okay, automated business for sale. Personal bankruptcy sale of busy, successful laundromat on a busy highway. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone for taking out a down payment. I have 13,000 cash, so that means I would need to borrow about 17,000, which would be about $1,700 a month for payday. Which, I mean, it's not the worst thing. It'd take me down about $600 a month for payday, but my passive income would increase. I'm gonna have to pass just because it's a little bit out of like This is a little too much for me right now, but I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling and see what we get. So another automated business. Ooh, hold on. Successful 4-bay coin operated auto wash near busy intersection. Seller is moving to retirement community. So 1,800 cash flow. Ooh, that's good. The down payment would be $25,000. I'd have to take out an $8,000 loan, which means I'd be paying $800 a month. So I'd essentially get $1,000 worth of cash flow because that 800 out of that 1,800 of cash flow would cancel out the loan amount. So I'd be up $1,000 a month in passive income. It's not a bad. I'm gonna take the risk on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one. As you see, I'm up now. I'm at $2,950 a month, right? So my loan, I've taken out about $15,000 worth of loans. Which leads to about $1,500 in loan payment. But my passive income, I'm over halfway out of the rat race. I have 2 3-bed, 2-bathroom houses that I'm using as, real estate income. I got a couple multifamily properties and I have a car wash. I got quite a bit of assets on my side. So, and then my payday, 2950, that's still pretty good. That's pretty good. Take a small one right here. Condo for sale. I've just taken out a huge loan I only have 240 in cash on me. I'm gonna have to pass on that. I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna do another small opportunity right here. Certificate of deposit. So a CD. A leading bank offers a special certificate of deposit to its customers, guaranteed interest and redeemable after any holding period. So, a certificate of deposit essentially is when you put a portion of your money into the certificate, and it matures at a certain AEP, annual percentage rate, right? So if I'm putting in 4,000 for a cash flow of $20 from it, and I'm not 100% sure if this is a month or if this is just the percentage yield. What would that be? 20 divided by 4,000 would be 5% on this. Just because there's so many great, just because I'm like 30 years in the future of this game and there's just so many great opportunities out here with like high yield savings and like other investment strategies. At the time, these are like really profitable. And depending on, if I had maybe like quite a bit in cash, might be a good opportunity. I'm going to have to pass on this right now though. Just not at this time interested in the CD. So, okay. 3 bed, 2 bath house, well maintained older property, 5,000 down. I'm going to pass on it just because I have two of these already, even though I'm a 3 bed, 2 bath. So, limited partnership sold. The business has been sold and you received twice your original cost for your share of it. I don't have any assets to match this market card, but remember earlier I was offered a startup company. So had I bought that startup company, I could have sold it for twice the amount today. I'm gonna do another small one. Oh wow, a great deal. Oh my God. Older 3 bed, 2 bath house, repossessed by government agency, ready to go with government financing and a tenant. $2,000 down, $220 cash flow, and 35G is not bad. That's a great deal, actually, especially seeing I paid up to like upwards of 5 grand for a down payment for half the cash flow. I'm going to buy this. Okay, looking at my financial statement, I'm probably just over 2/3 of the way to getting out of the rat race. I got 4,000 in cash. I'm making 3,100 each payday. I got my assets. A lot of them again in real estate. Just like a real estate mogul over here. And then I'm still doing well as an engineer. Um, can't complain right now. Life is pretty good. Oh, then I got downsized. You see, this happens when you get too complacent. So I got to pay 4,900. Jeez, and I don't have enough funds, so now I got to take out a loan and pay off this. That's crazy. Okay, so as you can see now, I got like $5,000 worth of expenses. I'm up $16,000 in loans, in addition to my other like retail credit card, car, and home mortgage debt. And now I've been downsized, so I got to skip two more of my turns. So I'm gonna stay diligent, right? Stay focused out here. I'm gonna do a small deal, $40. I gotta pass on that. I'm gonna do another small deal, see what they got for me. Okay, free stock. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy a few shares. I'll probably buy like $100 worth. So what is that? 10 shares. Get some skin in the game, right? Do a big deal over here. Ooh, fourplex for sale. $20,000 down payment. I just don't have it in me. I can't take out any more loans. Only got 9,300 in cash. I gotta pass on that. Let's roll that and do another big deal opportunity. Ooh, LP. Successful doctor expanding his office and clinic needs a partner to fund equity portion of construction costs. Again, I just don't have enough. I might have to look at these small deals because even though some of these big deals are 6K and over, there's some of these are just really big deals that I just don't have right now. So I'm gonna have to roll. Okay, now I just got paid, so hold on. 12,420. There might be a big enough deal. Fourplex for sale, 32K. Nah, I gotta pass. I can't take out any more loans right now. I gotta actually, it'd be actually good if I could sell some of these properties right here, get a nice chunk of cash, and then like reinvest in some of these bigger businesses and really take my passive income to the next level. Yeah, 50K down. I gotta pass on that. Another 50K down for a shopping mall. Bank has taken back a mall from bankrupt owner. The mall is currently 50% occupied, just listed today. You know, I gotta pass. I just don't have enough for it. Let's do one more big deal. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I might just be the 3 bed, 2 bath mogul. Like, honestly, I might just, these 3 bed, 2 baths just keep popping up within my price range. Good investment potential in this 3 bed, 2 bath house. If you can be patient, positive cash flow, even though rents are weak. Another 300 a month. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it just because it is within my range, and I'm not mad at another $300 per month. Although the goal is really, like I said, okay. Now hold on. I just look at this card right here. This right here is a money card. All right, this right here is a money card. You're offered $100,000 for a 3 bed, 2 bath rental house. Buyer has their own financing. If you sell, pay off the related mortgage and give the cash flow. And me being the real estate mogul that I am, the 3 bed, 2 bath house mogul that I am, I got 4 3 bed, 2 bath properties that this guy's willing to pay me 100,000 and I paid what 50, 65, 35,000 for these. I'm gonna make some bank right here, y'all. So I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna sell this for $53,000. Look at that, 60K right there. Look at that. Come on, y'all. I got another one too. Hold on, I got another one. 42K he's giving me. Look at that. I'm in 6 figures right now. Sheesh. 67,000. Look at that. $43,000. So he's paying 100,000. I have one that has a value of 57,000. So I'm gonna make 43,000 off of that. Woo-wee. Whoa, hold on now. Cash is $212,000, right? 212,490. Right. My passive income did go down a bit, but I'm not mad at that. Now I have a few options. I got money in the bank now. I can pay off some of these liabilities, which will bring down my expenses. What I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to look at some big deals. All right. Look at this automated business for sale. Successful coin telephone business, available to death of owner. Okay. Heirs live out of state, all locations on long-term contract. 40K down payment with a $2,700 cash flow and a $200,000 like asset. I gotta buy that. 2,700. Okay, see that 2,700 completely met my passive income goals. And congratulations, you're out of the rat race. So I'm in part 2 now. Wealth has built up their passive income to be greater than their total expenses. So that's a key part. When your passive income becomes more than your total expenses, you're out of the rat race, right? I had 5,000 in total expenses, but 5,400 in passive income. That's the goal right there, y'all. That's a goal that in a gym that 30 years later is still as relevant. Okay, receive 100x your passive income. So what is 100x of that? 2 zeros. What is that? 540,000. Purchase your dream or increase your cash flow day income by 50,000 to win the game. Okay. Boom. Look what we did, y'all. All right. So to win, buy your dream. This is part 2, right, of the game. To win, increase cash flow daily income to 5. So I'm at 540. Remember, 100x my income Now I got to get another 50K, so 59,000. Or if I land on the seven wonders of the world, right? I was in this smaller circle. Now I'm in the bigger circle, right? And I think the seven wonders of the world is this one right here. So if I can land on that, I'm golden. Okay. So I just landed on protein box seats, licensed a 12-person private skybox booth with food and beverage service at my favorite team stadium. This is another player's dream. The cost of their dream has increased by 100%. So I'm going to pass because I can't buy it. It's another player's dream. I'm going to roll again. Burger franchise, $9,500 a month cash flow, 38% cash on cash return. So this cash flow is 9,500. I currently have 540,000 cash on me, and I'm trying to get another 50,000, right? So this will meet just shy of a fifth of that goal, right? So I gotta buy it. I gotta take it. You know, I'm a big dog now. I gotta do big dog things. Um, Ancient Asian cities. So a private plane to guide and take you and five friends to the most remote spots of Asia where no tourists have gone before. Again, it's not my dream, seven wonders of the world, traveling adjacently it is, but it's not. So I got to pass on that. Take a roll again. Give to charity. For $100,000, you may roll a 1, 2, or 3 die on each turn. I'm going to donate. Again, there's just very, opportunities to when I can donate. I definitely do. And if I can get 3 rolls, that could potentially speed me up to getting to my dream. So, okay, this is a heli ski, the Swiss Alps. This is another player's dream. So I can't invest on it. But if you see, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from my dream. If I could roll a 6, I just passed mine. This is my dream right here, and I just passed it. I must have rolled a 7. Okay, no worries. Software company IPO. Buy 250,000 shares at 10 cents per share. So for $25,000. If you roll a 6 on one die, shares go to $2 per share. Get $50,000 cash from the bank, roll less than a 6, and I get 0. So these are one of the cards where it's really kind of like, what is my probability to win? If I need to roll 6 on one die, that's already like 1 out of 6 chances. And 1 out of 6 chances, what is that? Less than like 18% chance of like getting that, which leaves 82% chance of not. My mind is telling me to pass. If I was a bit of a gambler, I'd probably buy it. I'm going to pass on this right now. But if it comes up again, I might just take the risk. We'll see. So I'm going to do a 3 die to get me. So cruise over Mediterranean, that's another player's dream. I'm going to pass on that. Do my other 3 die, get me further. Okay, here we go. $10,000 a month, cash flow, 6% cash on cash returns. So again, another 10 is going to take me 2/5 of the way to my income goal. So in that, where am I at right now? Here, if I do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think I'm going to do 3 die. I landed on this one twice. Wow. I'm going to do 1 dice. Do you guys just see what happened there? I just landed on my dream, right? 7 wonders of the world is my dream. 7 wonders of the world. Go by plane, boat, bicycle, camel, canoe, limo. Achieve my dream. It cost $20,000. I got over $2.5 million on cash. I won the game, guys. Congrats. I won the game by achieving my dream, right? Again, the goal is to is the dream, and the money, the assets, the wealth, all of that is our tools, right, to get me to that dream. So again, it's a fun game called Cash Flow. You can play it on richdad.com. Just sign up for an account. You can play for free. A great financial tool to play with friends, with family. Me and my siblings love to play this game, so we might actually do a stream where all of us are playing together. But yeah, check it out. Thanks.